Welcome back to your weekly CS2 game and skin market update. This is Skinomics2, and this video covers the 29th of April to the 5th of May. I have some good news to present to you this week in that Valve has finally started to act against cheaters. I also have a quick update before I start about the format of these videos. 70% of my audience is clicking off after the skin market update, which I understand. However, this is starting to affect how YouTube pushes my videos as the retention rate is so low. I will continue to cover the game and pro scene updates, albeit at a quicker pace and focus on their impact on the price of skins. I will also add another section to cover the biggest price movers in the week, which I think many of my audiences will be interested in. Without further ado, let's now look at our weekly craft idea. This time I have a good one for our Lovestruck viewers. Using 2 Copenhagen flame stickers, you are able to form a heart-shaped block by placing them upside down. The craft is best done with the hollow versions of the stickers, either Stockholm or Antwerp, which approximately cost $7.5 and $4 in cash price respectively. Now, let's proceed to our regular market update. This week, the market has seen a decrease of 2.01% based on the selection of skins I've chosen to represent the market, using data sourced from Buff. This is quite surprising as Valve started to address the cheating problem, which was the outcry from the player base. However, I suspect the post-major dying of hype around the game overshadowed the market. Let's now break it down into categories. We see non-active cases generally trended downwards. The weapon case and Chroma collection both dropped about 4%, which is a rare sight. The active cases took a much bigger hit. This is again very surprising as Valve also targeted bot case farming in the past week, which means lower supplies. The knives and gloves follow the trend of decline, although they only dropped very slightly. The higher tiered weapon skins follow suit to the knives and gloves. This means that most of the viewers this week probably experienced a decline in their inventory value at the 2 to 3% mark. The super winners last week in agent skins have given in to the trend of correction. And the Paris sticker investors continue to cry at their inventory. Even just using Steam market prices, they are now at 48% of their discounted purchase price after the major. I think the bottom is coming soon for these stickers. Might be a good time to buy in, even though this will be quite a risky investment. Lastly, cheaper weapon skins have overall remained steady, however a large deviation in between. For example, the Printstream Deagle lost 5% over its value. We now take a peek at our brand new section on the week's biggest winners and losers. Starting off with the losers, the top 3 are all from the Overpass collection, which popped off massively last week, following the news that Overpass was replaced by Dust 2 in the active map pool. The partial reversal here is to be expected as skin market often overreacts without the long-term demand to justify the gains. Now, onto the winners. The Jawbreakers in StatTrak Factory New Condition from the Kilowatt case gained quite a bit this week, but I would blame market fluctuations from a very small supply of skins as the case is still new. The next 2 are more interesting. The P2000 Silver comes from the discontinued Office collection, and I think people are just realizing now how white the skin is despite being named Silver. Whereas the M4A4 Radiation from the Nuke collection is being used to craft a fake HAL as shown on screen, resulting in increased demand and therefore price. We now talk about the game news. I promise I will make this quick and interesting before everyone clicks off. This week had 3 updates to the game, which were all relatively minor. Other than the bug fixes, the 2 highlights would probably be that grenade kills will no longer display in the air kill feed icons, and workshop submissions for ARM races maps are now open. The more important game news this week is that Valve is finally turning on its anti-cheat. Overwatch is not yet updated, but we have already seen a massive ban wave against blatant cheaters. One interesting note here is that many cheaters do not get banned outright but rather placed on cooldown for 1 day before actual bans take place. Speculation is that these bans are as a result of Valve's new AI anti-cheat system, whereby confirmation is received within a day to finally actually ban the cheater to mitigate false bans. This also might be the reason why VAC bans sharply increased after the initial surge in game bans. Though I don't know whether the skin news this week, but I hope that cheaters getting banned will result in increased legitimate player count who will in turn be more invested into the skins market. Quickly moving on to the pro scene news. The ongoing Season 19 of ESL Pro League sees Mel's beat Liquid to top Group C and Monty facing Furo in the last chance qualifier. Complexity will face Navi in the Group D final, with the Australian side FlyQuest facing NIP in the last chance qualifier. As an Australian, I truly hope FlyQuest will win. On to transfers. Apex has listed its entire roster apart from Cycle, which left on a free transfer. I am willing to bet that financial factors were at play, however, they qualified for the major, so it does come as a bit of a surprise. Their stickers may go up in value if this ends the organisation. Legacy has placed Suyi 2K on the bench after a very short period, and they are also in legal dispute with CodeZero, which left for Red Canids. Lastly, Simple will start a Counter-Strike How-To course. His future is still very much a mystery, as Navi is unlikely to take him back in their active roster anytime soon. This is it for the week. I'll leave you with the meme I saw on Reddit that I thought was funny. The new AlphaTauri F1 car looks like a Fade skin from our beloved game. Anyways, thanks for the view and please leave me some feedback on this newer format. I will read every comment. Thanks again and happy trading.